Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a dense forest, there lived a curious young girl named Lily. She had a heart as pure as the morning dew and a spirit as adventurous as a soaring bird. Every evening, before bedtime, her grandmother, Granny Rose, would tell her enchanting stories about the magical forest that lay beyond the village. One warm summer evening, as the sun painted the sky in hues of orange and pink, Lily sat on her grandmother's porch, listening with rapt attention to the tales of the mystical forest. Granny Rose, she asked with a sparkle in her eyes, can we visit the magical forest one day? I want to see it for myself, Granny Rose smiled, her eyes twinkling like stars. Oh, my dear Lily, she said, the forest is a place of wonders and mysteries. It's a place where dreams come true. But it's also a place where one must be brave and wise. Do you think you're ready for such an adventure? Lily nodded eagerly. I'm ready, Granny. I will be brave, and I will be wise. Granny Rose chuckled softly and patted Lily's head. Very well, my dear. Tomorrow, we shall embark on a journey to the magical forest, but remember, we must follow the ancient path and be kind to all the creatures we meet. With excitement bubbling in her heart, Lily went to bed that night, eager for the adventure that awaited her. The next morning, as the first rays of the sun kissed the earth, Lily and Granny Rose set out on their journey. They followed a winding path that led them deep into the forest. The trees seemed to stretch endlessly into the sky, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of wildflowers. As they ventured deeper, they came across a small stream. Beside it stood a tiny creature with bright green skin and shimmering wings. It was a forest fairy, and it looked sad. Lily approached the fairy gently and asked, "Why are you so sad, little one?" The fairy sighed. "I have lost my way home," she said. "I can't find my fairy village." Granny Rose smiled kindly. "We will help you find your way home," she promised. Lily and Granny Rose spent the morning with the forest fairy, guiding her back to her village deep within the forest. As they bid her farewell, the fairy gifted Lily a small vial of sparkling dust. "This is magic fairy dust," she said. "It will help you when you need it the most." With the fairy's gratitude, they continued their journey. They walked through meadows filled with colorful butterflies and crossed over babbling brooks. The forest seemed to come alive with each step they took. And Lily's heart swelled with wonder. As they ventured further into the forest, they heard a soft, melodic tune. Following the music, they stumbled upon a grove of trees where a group of animals had gathered. A wise old owl was perched on a branch, conducting a woodland orchestra. Lily and Granny Rose sat down to listen, mesmerized by the harmony of nature. When the music ended, the owl flew down and said, "Thank you for being such a wonderful audience. We're rehearsing for a special concert tonight." Would you like to join us? Lily and Granny Rose gladly accepted the invitation. That evening, they attended the enchanting woodland concert under the starry sky. The animals played their instruments with joy, and Lily couldn't help but dance to the music. As the night drew to a close, the owl said, "For being such appreciative guests, we have a gift for you." He handed Lily a small, shining feather. "This feather will grant you wisdom when you need it most." With grateful hearts, Lily and Granny Rose left the grove and continued their journey through the magical forest. As they walked deeper into the forest, they encountered a shimmering pool surrounded by fireflies. In the center of the pool stood a beautiful swan, its feathers glistening like silver. The swan spoke with a gentle voice, "I am the guardian of the enchanted pool. If you answer my riddle correctly, I will grant you a special wish." Lily and Granny Rose agreed to the challenge. The swan posed her riddle. "I am always hungry. I must always be fed. But when you feed me, I am no longer hungry." "What am I?" Lily thought for a moment and then exclaimed, "It's a fire, isn't it?" The swan nodded in approval. "Well done, young one. What is your wish?" Lily wished for happiness and prosperity for her village. And the swan granted it with a graceful dip of her head. With their hearts full of gratitude, Lily and Granny Rose left the enchanted pool behind and continued their journey. The forest grew darker as they ventured further, and the path became harder to discern. Just as they began to worry about finding their way back, they heard a faint, melodious voice singing in the distance. They followed the voice until they reached a clearing where a young boy with a flute was sitting on a rock. The boy's music was so beautiful that it seemed to light up the entire clearing. Lily and Granny Rose approached him, and he smiled warmly. "I am the guardian of the lost path," he said. "I can guide you safely out of the forest. But only if you promise to visit me again someday." Lily and Granny Rose promised, and the boy played a sweet, haunting melody that led them back to the village.